What's going on, GW Faction? My name is Joshua Williamson. So for this little video recipe, I'm going to show you how to make battered fish. Now, I had a request to make the entire meal fish and chips, but I've showed a recipe for homemade french fries on the channel before. So if you want to make a fish and chips meal, make homemade, fries with it. They're called chips in the UK. Go back and check that video out. For this video recipe, I'm just going to show how I personally like making battered fish. It's really easy, it doesn't take that much time, and it tastes amazing, so let's get started. So to start off, in this bowl I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of cornstarch, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of white sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of onion salt, and half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Then whisk those until combined. Then finally get 2 cups of club soda. Now, usually people would use beer for the liquid in this batter, but I never have beer around me because I don't drink alcohol. You can use beer if you want to, but I'm using club soda today, and it works just as well. Just pour it in, and then gently whisk it in until everything is just combined and there are no lumps left. You don't want to overmix this. You can use any type of white fish that you want for your battered fish. The most popular fish to use is cod or haddock. Those are really good fish to fry with, but you can use any sort of white fish you want. What I'm using today, and I know this isn't, traditional. I know a lot of people don't usually use this from what I know of, but I'm using mahi for my battered fish. If you haven't tried battered fish with mahi, you need to. It's really good. But what you want to do is just dip it into the batter until it's fully submerged. I'm actually making 2 pieces today. The other piece is off camera, but just make sure that it's fully coated in the batter. Now onto the frying part. Now, usually you would see me using my deep fryer to deep fry things, but for wet batters, I don't like using them in my deep fryer because every time I put wet battered stuff in my deep fryer, it always sticks to the bottom of my basket no matter what I do. So I'm using a wok filled about maybe halfway up with peanut oil, and I'm going to let it reach a temperature of 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. After the oil is preheated, take your batter coated fish and drop it in there. Drop it gently so that, it doesn't splash all over you, and it forms it starts to harden already before it sticks to the bottom of the pan. And let them both fry just for about 3 to 5 minutes. It shouldn't take that long, just until the outside is golden brown and the inside will cook really quickly. It also helps to turn them occasionally while they're frying. And also, yeah, there is a little bit of, extra batter on the outside right there. I think that's a treat personally. I love that. After the fish is done frying, put it on a paper towel to drain off some excess oil, and I like to sprinkle some extra salt all over the top of these pieces of fish. I like to do this on both sides. Then let them cool down the rest of the way on top of a wire rack without any paper towels for about 10 minutes, just until they're not burning hot when you try to eat them. Alright, the battered fish is done, and I'm going to cut one of these in half just so you can see, first of all, so you can hear how crispy it is and see the inside, how perfectly done it is. You hear that? And look at that inside. This fish is cooked perfectly. Like I said, if you haven't tried mahi for battered fish, you need to. This battered fish will work for a lot of great dishes like fish and chips, fish tacos. You get the idea. This fish is awesome. I love this extra batter on the outside that gets really crispy. And also that fish as well. But if you try this out, leave in the comment section down below and tell me what you thought, whether you liked it or you hated it. If you liked this video, thumb up, hate this video, thumb it down, and be sure to click subscribe to become a member of the GW Faction on a journey to 10,000 subscribers. See you later.